You know, I gotta tell you guys something. I have, like, probably the biggest headache I've ever had in my life. No, it's not the flu or anything freaking relating to that. No, it's not because I've had a long day or something like that. Alright, so let's just cut to the chase. It's freaking Breadwinners. That's right, that new show from Nickelodeon that came out at least 2 months ago. You would think that freaking Nickelodeon, the most hated network in probably history right now, could actually improve after the shit shows that it's been having over the past decade, a couple years. But no, they decide to let it happen. They decide to let it happen, just like a freaking shitstorm from heaven. The universe is about to go to a cataclysm because of the words I'm about to say, and also for what I'm about to address to you. So let's start. Very calmly, might I start, with the characters. The characters are two ducks. That sounds very interesting, doesn't it? Well, if you think that's interesting, then you're probably on crack and you're probably in a hole at the bottom of the sea. And their names are Sway Sway and Badoosh, which those names are two of the most oblivious names I've ever heard in my life. It's like a little freaking black swagger kid thinks he's like, oh, well, I got freaking cool names and that shit, and I'm gonna choose the name Sway Sway and Badoosh because I'm from that kind of origin. Well, no, here's the thing. Actually make up freaking names that are creative. Don't spend freaking a minute just coming up with names. Try to think a little bit what the characters are going to be like before you come up with these retarded names. Excuse me, that was a bit of a belch. Next up, we got the plot. The plot is that these two ducks deliver bread, and nope, that's all. And then the rest of it is just complete randomness that is completely shat in your face. Yeah, seriously. And next up, we got the animation. Thank God the animation is hand-drawn. Otherwise, I would have hated the show a lot more. And I would have completely dropped out of the show a lot sooner. But the thing that really gets me, and that really grinds my balls, is that the hand-drawn animation looks like freaking a little kid drew it. Like, I'm not even kidding you. It looks like a little kid drew it. And I don't like that whatsoever. And the thing is, it is hand-drawn, so, and I'm a big fan of hand-drawn animation, so yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, so, the hand-drawn animation I like. The way they did it, I fucking despise. And last but not least, the humor. The humor, let's just say this. The humor just completely, as expected, falls flat on its motherfucking face. Okay? And it just takes a nosedive down to the shitter. And as you would expect from these jerk-offs, there are butt and poop jokes. The jokes on here are fucking gross. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, there are other shows that are like this, but this one is no exception, and it feels like it's intentionally trying to do it. Like it's doing it intentionally. Like they planned it for it to happen. Although I will say that Sanjay and Craig, which I haven't talked about, but I will sometime in the future, that humor is disgusting as well. And this is kind of the same deal. Like, they're trying to do it intentionally, and it's just completely gross. Cartoons I want to enjoy, not freaking throw up all over. And I saw two clips of this show. 2 clips. And immediately, I wanted to slit my wrists and replace them and slit those other wrists. One of the sneak peeks featured, I'm not sure, but it's kind of like the 2 ducks floating in the air, and there'd be like bread surrounding them, and there'd be like changing colors. And there was another one that was the 2 ducks singing, dancing, and facing right at us while there was music playing, and it would happen just repeating after repeating after repeating after repeating with a freaking techno beat. And just take a guess what I'm going to call this show. And what I think a metaphor for it is. Excuse me. And yes, your guess is most likely going to be correct. The show I would like to call a pure acid trip for little kids, and not the good kind. A good acid trip would be like me, and there'd be like Black Sabbath playing and whatnot there, and I would just be all happy and whatnot. This is not the good kind. A techno beat, which I hate. These 2 ducks, which I want to mutilate. And or castrate. Whichever the 2. And bread. Bread is basically a big factor in this show, apparently, which... Why? Do that many people deliver bread? Probably not. So, I will say it is a tiny bit creative, but it's also kind of stupid in a way, and completely unheard of in my opinion. So overall, this show is shit, okay? This show, you know what? This show is more than shit. It's processed shit that's, well, I'm not going to go very far. All I can say is that these 2 ducks might as well just get fucking stomped on by a rhinoceros that took a shit all over Justin Bieber and that got killed by George Corpse Grinder Fisher. And all I can say is this. I saw a movie on Showtime called Trainspotting. That Scottish movie about heroin. That movie was a fuck ton better than this. That movie is freaking excellent. This is not, okay? This show is shit, okay? Avoid it. Just completely avoid it like I expected. It was horrible like I expected it to be. And I swear to God, Nickelodeon better make a series of good shows in the next couple years and go to the direction that Cartoon Network is going in. Otherwise, I will come to their studio, pour their entire studio with gasoline, duct tape them, tie them up to chairs, and burn the whole freaking studio down. Because I'm so pissed off of what this network is trying to do to kids. It's just encouraging them to do stupid shit that they probably don't want to do. It's kind of like manipulating them, kind of like some sort of demented Pokemon sort of scenario. Scenario, however you want to say it. I think it's scenario, but people say it's a scenario. Whatever. But overall, avoid this show at all costs. Just do it. Just do it and be happy with your life. And that's all I gotta say. So that is it. I thank you for watching. I'm going to drink some water and play some freaking Left 4 Dead or something because I really need it right now. And I'll see you guys. Well, by the way, I actually heard that I actually did see that there were new episodes of this show. Being made. Because, yeah, I checked. So, who knows? Maybe it got canceled out of complete random or something. If it got canceled, thank God. If it did not, well, I know where you are, Nick Studios. You're fucked. So, that is it. Thank you for watching. And I will talk to you guys later.